When deciding on a host provider, there are many things that you should consider. The considerations for choosing your provider are a bit outside the scope of this training title, so rather than cover them all here, I will point you to a great resource for finding website host providers. www.findmyhosting.com. At this website, the first place you want to visit, if you have never looked for website hosting before, is the Web Hosting Guide. Read and make sure that you understand everything that is explained in this guide. It is very comprehensive and will help you make a decision on the website provider that is right for you. Prices vary all over the place. There are providers that will provide free PHP and MySQL hosting, but in these cases, you most likely have to put up with banner advertising. There are companies that offer reasonable hosting packages for $5 to $10 a month, and it goes up from there depending on the bandwidth and features that you are looking for. When you are looking at hosting companies, remember that you get what you pay for. Free hosting services often have intermittent connectivity and may simply be fly-by-night companies getting you to sign up and stealing your personal information. I would never suggest taking advantage of a free hosting company, as you often pay for it in other ways. There are a few companies that I personally have used in the past and can recommend you check out. The first is Rackforce at www.rackforce.com. They are friendly, knowledgeable, and have the best support and service I have found in my years of consulting. They focus more on dedicated servers, so if you're looking for personal website hosting, they may not be the best bet for you. However, if you are looking for a service with outstanding uptime and support staff, this is the place to go. The second provider is one that I have also had personal experience with. The price is right, and the services that they provide are as advertised. CI Host at www.cihost.com offers shared hosting and dedicated hosting, though I would not recommend the dedicated hosting personally. The shared hosting is reasonable, and the accounts are fully featured and priced reasonably as well. In the UK, FastHosts is one of the largest host providers. They are found at www.fasthosts.co.uk. They are also a reliable and reasonably priced provider for the services that they offer. When looking for website hosting for your PHP and MySQL sites, you should be looking at the following features specific to PHP and MySQL. PHP version and included modules. This should be at least version 4.3 and should include MySQL modules at a minimum. See if the host provider will provide you with a PHP output for details on the build. See the movie on Your First PHP Script for more information about PHP info. MySQL version. This should be version 4 at a minimum. If earlier than 4, then they are using an outdated and possibly insecure version of MySQL. What type of access you will have to the site, whether it is FTP access only, or if you will have secure FTP and SSH shell access as well. Find out if you have access to the command line MySQL tool. What pre-installed scripts come included and how you can disable them. I never recommend using anything that is pre-installed. You just never know how up-to-date or how customized they may be. If you want to use pre-built scripts that you have not done yourself, then you are best always to download them from the person or company that maintains them and ensure that you keep them up to date. Find out what kind of contract you are locked into. If it is a yearly contract, don't bother. You want the ability to leave whenever you want without penalty. Too many providers will take your credit card and charge you a full year's service regardless if you're there for 1 month or 12. Always check out the host provider's reputation. Be careful of sites that review hosting companies and rank them. They often get a commission for recommending a particular site. A good resource, as I mentioned, to find hosting companies and compare plans is www.findmyhosting.com. They have a large database of companies and do not appear to be affiliated with any one company in particular. You can specify what kind of plans you want to compare by price, hard drive space, bandwidth, etc. You can also see uptime for a hosted company. If you want to be your own website provider, Macintosh users can check out the site of longtime PHP MySQL package provider Mark Lineage at www.entropy.ch for information on how to install PHP and MySQL on the Mac. Mark has been providing these pre-built PHP packages for a few years now, and is the absolute best source for PHP and the Mac, hands down. For Windows users, you can purchase a package that will install Apache, which is the most popular web server in the world, PHP, and MySQL, as well as a control panel to manage them all. You can download a free 30-day trial of the package from www.socket.net. If you want to continue using it after the 30 days, there's a small fee of $19.95 US, which in my opinion is a very small price to pay, considering the hassle it is to set up MySQL, PHP, and Apache on a Windows machine. In the next chapter, we will get started with PHP, and you will create your very first PHP script.